Good morning. Today I want to explain the grazing stick to you. It could be a great tool for your tool bag. Hang on. Alright guys, for all of you master grazers, this is not going to be helpful, but for guys like me that are really just kind of getting a grasp on how to do this grazing thing, this is a grazing stick. You can get these for free at your NRCS office, but I'll just go through what's on here really quick. So there's a measuring stick on one side, which if you're taking measurements of anything is great. This is our cool seasons side of our stick, grazing measurement stick. Basically, the parts that I'm paying attention to, because this is cool season right now, if the forage is getting below this line, stop grazing. It's almost too easy to understand. Now, if it's in this range right here, I mean, if I had to, I could help them eat it, but I want them to be eating on stuff whenever it's past. And you can see that's like an 1/8 inch and a quarter basically. But start grazing, cool season forages. It has some measurements here that we could do a whole video on, but real quick, I just want to show you that part. This is the other side of this stick here. More equations, quick estimates. 1 inch of grazing equals about 5 cows per acre for a day. Honestly, guys, all this stuff on this stick is so useful. This is the warm season grass side of the stick here. Animal numbers. I recommend you get the book Kick the Hay Habit. It goes really in depth about these equations here. These are warm season grasses, so if they're less, and you can see that's a little bit over 12 inches right there, stop grazing. That's a big difference between cool season grasses and summer grasses, but stop grazing when it gets to that point, and then start grazing when it hits about that 18 inch plus mark. And it's got, enhanced wildlife statement there as well. But this is great because you just carry this around with you in the field, and I'll show you what we do. All right, so let me start off with showing you we're going to look at our cool season side of the stick here. This is grass that they have been eating on for the last day, and you can see that they have taken this down pretty good. Now it's still, some of the forages are taller, but it's down below that start grazing line. Let's just put it that way. And I'll move that around here so you guys can see as well. See, it's definitely below that start grazing line, which is good because all this grass is about that short. I'm glad that it's above the stop grazing line because that just means I haven't depleted this resource too much. Now this is the grass that they're going to be going into. And this is all cool season grasses. These are rye. These are some grasses that are only growing right now. In the summer, this would not be acceptable. But in the cool season, using the correct side of the stick again, put that down in there. And you can see we're well above the start grazing cool season grasses line in this paddock. And you need to go through and measure it at least 10 different paddocks or 10 different spots in your paddock to see how much forage you have. So get this stick. We'll probably have another video on this, but yeah, I recommend this whenever you first start so that you can kind of easily track. And if you want to make records of how much grass is in here, I would put that at the tips of my plants are going to about 16 to 17 inches. But you guys can use this for yourself. So I hope that helps somebody.
Here is our newest calf, and one I'm trying to get an ear tag in. So that's number 2, 2021. Great success, looking good. Old red cow. I mean, that's awesome.
All right, let me show you how to fill out these tags. I'm gonna fill this out real quick, and I'll explain it after that. Okay, here's the front side of this card. So this is our second calf this year. So it's 2001, that's where the 1 comes from, and the second cow. So 102 is this calf's number. I put the mama's number at the top. This red cow does not have a tag in her. So we're just going with old red. These things only will stay in that calf's ear for about a year until it's old enough to have a a cow tag. So today is 10/15. So on the back of this ear tag, we're going to put 10, 15, 21. That's just so in case we don't remember this in the future, when we go to switch out these tags, we'll know what day this calf was born on. All right, so that's simple, quick, and easy way of how to fill out an ear tag. Lots of different ways to do it, but that's the way I'm doing on my farm.